Alright, so seatbelts are fastened. Fuel shutoff valve is off. It's on. Cyclic collector friction is off. Oh, on the throttle rod, there's some side-to-side play. There's an in and out play, but there's side-to-side play.
Okay.
So anyway, there's that. Okay.
Take a peek at it real quick here. This thing's going in for 100 pretty soon too.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple things that I looked at, and Clark was up here yesterday, and he goes, he's like, it's going in like
A little bit.
Yeah, 15 hours, something like that, or 14 hours.
Okay. Okay, rotor brake is disengaged.
I see what you're saying. The torque stripe's still good though, so.
Yeah, I mean it's not it's not in linear play. It's side to side.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. It's just
there's
some play. All right, rotor brake is disengaged. Circuit breakers are all in. Carb heat is off. Mixture is full rich. Mixture guards installed. Landing lights off. Avionic switches are off. Clutch is disengaged. Altimeter is set for fuel elevation. And not quite corresponding with the manifold pressure gauge, but alright. Altimeter set. The governor switch is off. I think this one we do two twists. So 1, 2, roll in the detent, verify closed.
And remember, this one you're going to need to engage the starter a little bit longer than some of the other ones.
Okay. Alright. That's your battery on, strobe switch is on. Area is clear.
Clear left.
Clear.
Check. How do you read?
Loud and clear.
Okay, good.
3 Pop Victor, extend down for only 2 left. I'll call your base turn. Traffic will be holding in position a Challenger. 3 Pop Victor.
Building 10, sky clear. Temperature 23, dew point 14. Altimeter 29er, 89er. Visual approach, runway 2 up in use. Line up runway 2 hits. Notice Aaron. DME unmonitored.
29er, 89er.
Hazardous weather information available on flight service frequencies. Advise owner's contact. Give information from whiskey.
Like there.
Data report information whiskey. Time 16500. Wind 270 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 23. Dew point 14. Altimeter 29er, 89er. Visual approach. Runway 2 up in use. Line up runway 2 hits. Notice Aaron. DME unmonitored. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information available on flight.
So then what do I do? Do I then just realize, okay, field elevation is 52, emergency pressure is indicating 0, so now I have to think, okay, I'm 50 feet, reading 50 feet low.
And this has just started like today or yesterday, because normally
altimeter 29er, 89er.
whatever the altimeter setting in has been setting it right about that 52 feet.
Yeah.
All of a sudden today and yesterday, what they've been reporting has been setting our altimeter to 0 feet.
Okay.
This is literally just started, and I noticed it in 2 Bravo November this morning,
Time 16500.
and I thought that was strange, because normally it should be
52.
sitting right about there, so it'd be 29er, 9er, 3 or something.
Yeah.
Visual approach, runway 2 up in use. Runway approach 2.
So I don't know.
DME unmonitored.
I find it strange. I'm not sure what happened, what changed.
Well, okay. So what should I do on the check ride? Should I listen to the ADA, set it to this, and then would I make a remark to the DP? The field elevation is 52.
Yes, it's basic.
Pressure is indicating 0.
So it's basically giving you AGL. If it's set to 0, then you're going to have AGL, not MSL, because normally it's MSL.
Right. All right. So what? But I mean, obviously, it'd be good to make a note, to make a remark to him.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, I realize something's off here.
Yeah.
And rather than just set something one way or the other.
Yep.
And then just start flying, he'd go, well, do you know what's going on?
Whiskey, time 1650.
As long as he knows, I know what's going on.
Yeah. And there might be also, like, if you don't say anything, he might not say anything, because you just set it to whatever the altimeter says. He might not say anything, but if he does, then you have that, like, yep, that's this, you know.
DME unmonitored. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information available on flight.
Because yes, it's 52 feet at field elevation, and I totally agree that it's every other time except for the past like 2 days, it's been
1650 Zulu, wind 270 at 5.
Now is that
temperature 23.
It's proportional, right? So in other words, if I'm off 50 feet here, if I go to Livermore where the field elevation is like 200, it's not going to be 50 feet off. It might be more off.
It might be.
It might, because it's not directly, right? It's not.
Right.
It's not the exact same amount.
The pressures could be different over there.
Right?
Yeah. So you got to set it to whatever the closest.
But even if the pressure was the same, it might not be the same difference off, right?
Not necessarily.
Right. It might be a percentage.
It could be. And now, given also there's times where, like, 0 hotel, that thing's off by about like 40 feet.
Yeah.
So if we set that to, whatever the altimeter says, then we know that we're 40 feet off. That altimeter is just off by 40 feet.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're saying this? You don't think this one's off?
No, this one's usually not off. This one's spot on. So when we come back, I'll try to remember. We'll check the altimeter in that one as well and see if it's kind of doing the same thing. Because that one, when we set it to field elevation, it's normally about 100 on that one.
Now, is the sensor, like the diaphragm, it's inside the instrument itself. It's not somewhere remote, right? So if the binnacle was too hot or something like that, maybe hotter than outside, it might affect things.
Right, but remember your altimeter has the wafers in it. It has the aneroid wafers inside.
Yeah.
And those are sealed.
Yeah.
So that won't be infected because
It's not going to be affected by temperature.
No, because they're sealed aneroid wafers with 2 9 or 902 pressure in them.
Right.
Oh, okay.
DME unmonitored. Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information available on flight service frequencies. Advise owner's contact.
All right, I'm in the green. So.
Airport information whiskey. Time 1650 Zulu. Wind 270 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky clear.
So.
Temperature 23. Dew point 14. Altimeter 29er.
So I'm going to go to 77. I'm going to check the mags. So 1,000, 2 1,000, back to both.
DME unmonitored.
Checking the right mag. So 1,000, 2 1,000. Good, back to both.
Advise owner's contact. Information whiskey.
All right, carpet check.
Airport information whiskey. Time 1650 Zulu. Wind 270 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 23.
Didn't really see the RPM drop too much, so we'll go back to much.
Visual approach, runway 2 up in use. Line up runway 2 it. No siren. DME unmonitored.
Let's check.
Attention all aircraft. Hazardous weather information available on flight service frequencies. Advise owner's contact. Give information whiskey. Airport information.
All right, 27.
1650 Zulu.
Watch your throttle.
270 at 5. Visibility 10. sky clear, temperature 23, dew point 14, altimeter 29er, 89er. Visual approach, runway 2 up in use, line up runway 28. Notice airman, DME unmonitored.
They're going to adjust the spring in this helicopter too at the 100 hour because the collective has been raising by itself and lowering in flight by itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Data point information.
All right, so 28, so it's 30, 29, 22, 9, 23, 8,
Visibility 10.
23,
Sky
8.
clear, temperature 23, dew point 14, altimeter 29er,
All right.
89er. Visual approach, runway 2 up in use,
Where's the
line up runway 28. Notice airman,
Convictions are on.
DME unmonitored. Attention all aircraft, hazardous weather information available on flight service
Okay.
frequencies.
Governor's going on.
Give information whiskey. Data point information whiskey, time 1650 Zulu, wind 270 at 5, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 23, dew point 14, altimeter 29er, 89er. Visual approach, runway 2 up in use, line up runway 28. Notice airman, DME
My
unmonitored.
whiskey.
So when you're looking at your power setting for today,
Yeah.
keep in mind where this temperature sensor is. Underneath the helicopter.
Right.
So it's going to be hotter down there than what the actual air is.
Okay.
So the report said 2-3.
Oh, okay. Let's which is worse. Probably 2-3.
Yeah, because you're going to
So-
round it to 20, right?
Yeah, okay, so we'll go 22, 6, 23, 5.
There you go.
We'll say 23, 5.
Okay.
That would be safer.
That would be safer.
All right. All right, so lights out top of the green, 3 in the green, more than an hour of fuel. Base pickup, area's clear.
Clear left.
That's 263, make left close traffic, runway 2 left, clear for takeoff.
263, clear for takeoff, 28 left, left close traffic.
Okay, remember to do your hover power check.
All right, we're at 22, so I can go to
We're just under 22.
26. 26.
That should be about 2 feet when you're doing that check.
Oh, a little lower. Like around here.
A little bit lower.
So 733 Papa Victor, Hayward Tower, make right close traffic, runway 2 right, clear for takeoff.
Then you want to make sure that you're stable and into the wind. There you go, right about there. Should be good.
22.
So, yeah, about 22.
Okay, so we have 22 inches to hover in ground effect.
And you want to remember those numbers, especially when we start doing off-airport stuff, right? Because off-airport, it's going to add an extra 1.5 inches that you're going to need usually, right? 1 to 1.5 inches. Because you're on dirt, grass, whatever it is. Grass is going to be terrible for your hover power.
Okay, so what does that mean? This is not a good day to go off airport then?
No. Today is not a good day to go off airport. Not with you and me in here.
Yeah.
If you were with Elena or something like that, yeah, you guys probably go off airport. But because of our max weight together, or because we're pretty much maxing out the weight of the aircraft, it'd be tough. However, if we burned off some fuel, we'd be able to go do off airport.
Oh, okay, I see.
Because then we're not pulling as much power.
All right. Okay, so should I be into the wind when I make the call, and then I'll turn, then I'll do pedal turn?
So your first
turn
thing,
out to the
what
taxi?
Ken wants you to do is he wants you to clear first and then make your call.
All right, so I'm going to do a right pedal turn then.
So it's clear left,
Clear left, clear right.
and then now that you've cleared, go ahead and turn into the wind to make life easier on yourself. But
Okay.
you can start making your radio call.
All right. Hayward Tower, helicopter 479er, Sierra Hotel at Meridian, requesting the left traffic to spot Charlie with whiskey.
And you can lower to about a 2-foot hover because look how much power you're pulling at this hover.
Helicopter 479 Sierra Hotel, Hayward Tower, make left close traffic. Taxiway Zulu B Meridian, clear for takeoff, spot Charlie, clear to land.
Taxiway Zulu, be Meridian, clear for takeoff. Left traffic, spot Charlie, clear land. 479er, Sierra Hotel, thank you.
Okay, so now I would do a pedal turn, and I would clear again,
Clear again.
and then taxi out.
Taxi out.
And your hover taxi.
Stop onto the taxi.
Yep, and your hover taxi speed should be a fast walking pace.
Okay. All right, I'm going to stop. in the middle of the taxiway.
Yep. And you're gonna do a pedal.
And then I'm going to do a pedal turn.
Full
Clear right for a left pedal turn.
Yeah, clear left.
All right, and then now I'm going to take off.
There you go.
I'm going to do the grandma level takeoff. Try to do the grandma level takeoff.
So keep your collective where it's at. There you go. And then once you hit 40 knots, you can start pulling power.
That's 3 Pop Victor, runway 28
There you
right,
go.
clear for the option.
3 right, clear for the option. 3 Papa Victor.
And then we'll work on some max performance takeoffs as well. Do what he likes to see.
Okay, that should be interesting with you on board.
Well, he likes to do,
Well, how heavy is he?
he's like 170,
Oh, okay.
75.
So that's an advantage. Train turn, clear left, center right, turn left. Train heavy.
Well,
fly light.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you got to consider though you're going to need to put on max fuel, right? So you'll probably still max out your weight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because prior, I mean, I'm flying with Jacob, right? He's like 100. I don't know how much he weighs, but he's light.
Yeah, it's like flying with Brendan.
How much
now.
does Brendan weigh?
It's like 145 pounds. Isn't that what you're at?
Yeah, about 140, 145.
Yeah. You guys are below the solo limit for the 44.
Oh, really?
150 pound.
Oh, wow.
You know why those solo limits are there? Minimums?
I mean, just for the CG, right?
Not necessarily for the CG. A little bit. But it actually has more to do with the auto rotation.
Oh, okay. It doesn't drive enough.
Yeah.
So doesn't drive the rotor enough.
Exactly.
All right, lights out top of the green. Green. Fuel, more than fuel in an hour. Only one full car heat.
So let's go ahead and start with the steep approach.
All right. So my goal for the steep, okay, so I got to visualize the steep approach. So my goal, I would like to slow down as soon as possible, but do I have to hold the airspeed to a certain point until I enter the angle?
I mean, typically it's like once you start your approach can be at 60, but as you get closer, you're going to be consistently bleeding that speed off.
Okay, but I mean, I can't go slow.
You don't want to
slow down.
Yeah, you don't want to slow down to 30 knots this high. You want to stay inside of your envelope, right?
All right.
263, cross 22, ready Delta contact ground point 1.
You want me at 60?
Well, so you're turning. So like right now, it's like you can start slowing it down, you know, to 50 if you want, and just keep that nice steep approach angle. And then you kind of ride that zip line in.
Okay.
And
so
then
I'm steep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just start.
And right now, you might want actually a little bit more descent. This is looking perfect, actually. This is looking really good right here. And then you need to adjust where you're looking, where you're aiming for as we get closer to it, right? Because you don't want to come up short, because right now we're going to come up short. And then you continue your descent. So you're just trying to maintain that consistent angle down to it. And as long as you stay in ETL, you can have more than a 300 foot per minute descent rate. But once you're out, like right now,
To the ground or hover?
Yep, to the ground. Center up on that spot. Start pulling some power to slow yourself down. Good.
That's 3 Pop Victor, runway 2, right?
Okay, good. So it got a little too steep there at the end.
Yeah.
Overall, really good. You hit your spot. We just want to kind of make it, like I said, a consistent angle. And then try to bring it all the way to the ground, all the way through without stopping to that hover and then doing that. And I think Ken will be very happy with that.
So should so I need to, the thing I need to kind of slow down, or keep slowing down sooner, right? Oh yeah, it's coming up, huh?
Yeah.
I have to hold it down. All right, so, well, okay, so what would you say I should slow down sooner with that one?
I mean, yeah, okay, so overall in an approach, 500 feet per minute descent rate is always a good max descent rate to shoot for.
Okay.
Right? You can obviously do more than that if you need to, but with what we're doing, 500 feet per minute, and then kind of play with your speed and see what you need in there. Because it should be visual, right? It shouldn't always be relying on all your instruments. You should really, because you're flying VFR, right? So it should be that you don't even need to look at this stuff, and you can feel it out and visualize it. Does that make sense?
Okay. All right. Departure below east of city quarters, below 1500 feet. Stay clear of the Charlie airspace.
Because there's really no rule of like, all right, you should be approaching, you know, this and that. And you don't want to go too slow. You don't want to go too fast. It's just feel it out, and that's what visual flight rule flying is all about, right? Because I mean, that stuff is necessary and whatnot, but at the same time, it's like I should be able to look outside 90% of the time.
Okay, so is he not going to really be looking to the gate? He's just going to say, okay, this looks good? Or is he going to say, I'll make sure you're not over 300 feet per minute?
Well, if you're out of ETL, then he's going to say something about that, because then you're putting yourself in an unsafe situation.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Now, okay, what do you,
So I guess
I would go ETL. I'm going ETL by the trim strings. Are you going ETL by the airspeed?
I'm looking at airspeed because that is something to consider, but the trim strings is also a very good one to use. Okay. But then, as far as the all this stuff should be reference, right? It's not focus on this. It's reference.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, when we have a headwind, obviously this could show 0, and then we still got the headwind that's in ETL and whatnot. So, but I'm not just looking at this for ETL, I'm also feeling the aircraft. When the aircraft starts vibrating, I know that we're on the edge of ETL.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's do a max performance out here. So he likes max performance, basically pick up into a 40 knot attitude and pull that max power. So light on the skids, and then start to pick up, pulling that max power, and then push forward to a 40 knot attitude, and we'll climb out of here pretty quick.
Oh, 40 knot attitude.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Okay. All right. Well, I've never done that before. So what I've done before is get light on the skids, pull to max power, get to ETL, keep pulling max power, just kind of getting the altitude over airspeed, and then once I clear the obstacle at 200 feet, then I cycle forward, and then get airspeed.
And that's typically 40. The way we do it. But he wants 40 knot attitude, basically from the ground, start pitch into it.
All right. Well,
nice and easy, obviously.
Okay. Oh, okay. So just pull, and then kind of just keep going forward until you got 40 knots.
Exactly.
And then just keep climbing.
Exactly. Because what he's going to tell you, okay, you have an obstacle in front of you that's 100 feet tall.
Okay.
200 feet tall. And that's it. You need to clear it. That's all he's going to tell you. There's no distance. It's just, that's the obstacle. Clear it.
Okay. Well, wouldn't it be better to be slower then?
He said 40 knots. He was very specific about 40 knots.
Okay,
so he's looking for 40.
He's looking for 40.
All right, well, let's see how
and you'll see, actually, you get a better climb at 40, actually.
Oh, okay. He's saying that because you get a better performance.
Yep. Yeah, 30 is decent, but 40, actually, you get a better performance.
All right, well, let's see how that goes. I don't know. We'll try it. Lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green. More than an hour. Fuel. RP.
You want to make that request?
Light. Okay, skids are clear. Normally we do mag check. We do our power check. It's clear.
Did you want to call the tower?
Yeah, I'm going to get light on the skids.
Okay.
Oh, do we do that? Okay, so Jacob said get light on the skids, then call the tower.
Okay, whatever.
I don't care.
Does he matter? I just want to make sure, because sometimes they'll make us sit here and wait, so.
Contact NorCal departure and advise you're looking for the traffic.
Contact North Carolina, advise looking for traffic, 775
Hayward Tower, helicopter 4790 Hotel, requesting left traffic to Flat Charlie.
Look up the 990 Hotel, make left close traffic, Flat Charlie, clear for takeoff, clear to land.
Clear takeoff, clear land, left traffic, Flat Charlie, 4790 Hotel, thank you.
There you go, start pitching forward to that 40 knots and pull your max. Good. Pull that max. There you go. The only thing I would say on that one is that it's just, you were pulling max there for a little bit, and then as we start getting that airspeed, it dropped. And then, so you just want to keep it consistently pulled max power. I know it's the first time you've done it, so.
Okay. I don't think I climbed better with that, but that's what Ken wants.
We didn't have max power pulled. We pulled it for a second, and then it dropped to like 22.
Okay.
And then we pulled it for a second, and then it dropped to 22.
Well, meaning that I think I would clear the obstacle better if I was just at ETL.
Where's this bird? You got him right.
Which way should I go? Just avoid the bird?
Just straight.
Okay.
Because I did this with Marty yesterday, Marty Panos.
Yeah.
And yeah, we noticed because at first he was doing them at 30.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you got to push a little further forward, man, get to 40. And every time we get to 40, we actually our climb was way better.
Climb better.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, lights out top of the green, 3 in the green, fuel, more than an hour fuel. Pulling full carb heat.
But I was trained to pick up straight up as high as you can go and then start pushing forward. Once you feel yourself start to slow down on the ascent, start to creep forward. Is how I was trained.
Yeah, that's kind of more like what Jacob was saying. Jacob was saying, okay, just go forward enough to get ETL and then just keep climbing at ETL, just above ETL.
Right.
Just with the shake, get the shake, just be at ETL, climb full max power, and then once you clear the obstacle, then go for airspeed.
Right. That's exactly how I was trained. But Ken's perspective on it is stay in the envelope.
Good morning. Make sure to to the left, going to the left, clear to land, and then stay parked.
Oh, I see. He wants to stay in the envelope. Because if I go ETL, I'm in the high velocity curve.
Yeah. So he goes, I don't want to be 100 feet off the ground in an R22 at 0 airspeed. It's like, all right, fair enough.
Hayward Tower, Cessna 66970 Alpha, 28 left for left cross departure.
66970 Hayward Tower, traffic on the 3 mile final Challenger. Left crossing approved, at or below 1000 until the shoreline, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff, no delay.
28 left cleared for takeoff without delay, 66970,000 the shoreline.
So is he going to ding me for like, oh, you're over 300 at 30?
No.
As long as you have ETL.
Yeah.
But,
Hayward Tower, 677 over Coyote Hills, inbound following with whiskey.
So 3 Papa Victor, runway 28 right, clear for the option.
28 right, clear for the option, 3 Papa Victor.
Sky 7, NLS base for taxi Alpha, report 3 miles out.
Sky base for Alpha, Sky 3 miles out. Hayward Tower, Chopper 2, taxiway Alpha, a beam hangar 4 with information whiskey, requesting a left crosswind departure towards San Carlos.
All right. That was much better. Consistent approach in. My one critique on you is that we're kind of getting that same thing as the max performance, is that you're coming in, you're 250 feet off the ground on the edge of ETL, right? So it has to do with that height velocity diagram
more
again.
progressive.
So yeah, basically.
Slow down. Don't slow down so fast.
Don't slow down so high.
It'll be a full stop, stay belted.
Come in lower. So. But other than that, as far as your angle and making it to the ground and then making the steep approach was beautiful. It's just we want to make it so that way we're staying within that safety.
What altitude do you think that I would?
Below 1,000 until reaching the shoreline.
It's usually, I'd say probably about, oh gosh, I'm probably about 50 to 100 feet when I actually on the edge of ETL, probably 50 feet when I'm on the edge of ETL.
Okay, so about the height of the building or something like that.
Probably something about that, yeah.
Somewhere between turn right at
50 and 100.
Hold short of runway 28 right for an arriving Cessna.
Copy that, right turn and then
okay, try it again. Let's try max performance again.
Right.
It's like I said, it's weird for me too. And yesterday with Marty, that was the first time that I tried one as well. I was like, let me try and do it, and it's weird the first couple times you're doing them. It's just not how I was trained.
Because you're not too.
Well,
it's good to be able to do it multiple ways. So.
Right, yeah.
588, a beam, St. Mary's College, inbound with whiskey, request right close traffic.
Lights out top of the green,
Tower.
3 in the green.
You can enter right base for runway 2 right.
More than an hour fuel.
South State, right base for 28 right, 588.
The 3 Papa Victor right at Echo, cross correction, and then contact ground, 121.4. Right at Echo, contact ground, 2 Papa Victor. wide 50, cross runway 28 right at Foxtrot, contact ground point 4.
Clear to cross 28 right at Foxtrot, ground point 4, Warwood 50.
Hayward Tower, helicopter 4790 Hotel, requesting left traffic to spot Charlie.
Helicopter 960 Hotel, make off, clear traffic, spot Charlie, clear for takeoff, clear to land.
Clear takeoff, clear to land, left traffic, spot Charlie, 4790 Hotel.
Sky 7 out. Sky 7, 3 miles out.
Sky 7, 4.
Keep that max power.
Change to runway 2.
There you go, at 40 knots, perfect.
28 right, clear to land.
Clear to land on 28 right, for Sky 7.
Keep climbing at 40?
Yeah, 40, so don't go past 40.
Okay.
There you go, now you can push forward.
Okay, so at 200. Push forward around 200.
Well, that's basically once we're out of there, we're gonna...
Yeah, that's weird. So, okay, well.
It's all right, just a practice. But yeah,
does he say that's what I want you to do, or no?
That's, that's what he's expecting you to do.
Okay, but he won't tell you that's what I want.
Probably not.
I mean, only after the fact you found out that's what he wants.
And that's it. And it was something that he brought up when Paul first failed.
Yeah.
He mentioned this is how I want people. This is how people should be doing them. And then he mentioned it last time too. This is how people should be doing them.
Oh.
So the fact that he mentioned it twice.
Okay. We're not.
Not attitude. Yeah.
Right, lights on top of the green, green the green, more than an hour of fuel, pulling full car P.
Do you want to do an auto on this one, or you want to go straight in, or do a deep approach again?
We can do an auto.
Okay, so go ahead and bring it up to 500.
Sky 7, behind the Challenger off your right, you can cross taxi off at a parking.
Copy that, Sky 7, thank you.
So look at how fast he's coming in, and then he slows down there, and then does a steep right at the end there.
Oh, okay.
That was a steep, although he was coming in pretty hot, but... Alright, so we'll do an auto rotation, Charlie.
Alright, auto rotation in 3, 2, 1.
Catch the charge, catch the charge.
What were you saying?
You didn't bump up the collective once you lowered it. And level the aircraft. There you go. Yeah, at the very end there, make sure that you push forward so that we level the aircraft. Because remember, those vortices are getting pushed out diagonally in front of us, and we want to make sure we go through them when we do the power on.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, as far as the entry, everything was good on the entry except for that. Remember that we lower the collective and then we pull it up about an inch.
Okay.
Okay? Because that's why all of a sudden that charge started going way up, and that's why I had to catch it and pull it. And then we got that big balloon.
Oh, all right.
Okay?
Okay.
Let's try that one more time.
All right.
Hayward Tower, helicopter 4790 Hotel, requesting left traffic to spot Charlie.
Helicopter 960 Hotel, make left close traffic, spot Charlie, clear for takeoff, clear to land.
Clear takeoff for the land, left traffic, spot Charlie, 4790 Hotel.
Lights out, top of the green, 3 in the green, more than an hour of fuel. Pulling full car peak.
Pull some power and get a little bit more altitude here.
Cayman 588, no need to fly either way towards Cal State. Just verify you're over Eden Hospital at 1,500 feet.
Affirmative, that's us, descending now.
Cayman 588, thank you. You can make your right base entry from that point if you'd like and proceed direct. Runway 2 right, clear for the option, then make right close traffic.
Clear for the option, 28 right. We're going to start off with a low approach if that's okay.
Sounds good.
588, thank you.
Alrighty.
Alright, auto rotation in 3, 2, 1.
And up, there you go, perfect. And then speed, RPMs outside, speed, RPMs outside, speed, RPMs outside. Okay, bump the collective just a little bit. Okay, start that flare. Okay, and normally you want to roll on in that flare, right?
Oh,
or you can let go of the collective, and then we want to push forward. There we go. Because you feel how we were starting to settle through our vortices there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's really, I got flight controls.
Okay.
I got them. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of demo what I mean here. Okay, so yeah, when we come in here, and we get a little bit of airspeed here. I've got that big flare, boom, and now I need to push forward, level that ship a little bit, because then we're going to do this, so that we're going through our vortices here. That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, you got flight control?
We have controls.
You got them.
They're on the right for a left pedal turn.
Okay. All right. When's the last time you did a hover auto?
Well, probably with
All aircraft, Hayward Airport Formation X-ray.
John, we did some more.
209er, altimeter 299er,
Still need to do more.
Okay, let's get a little bit lower then, and we'll do a couple here. Yeah, probably right about there. And walk me through a hover auto, or talk me through one real quick.
All right, so I'm going to try to roll the throttle off relatively slowly. So I read something where they said, okay, count down like 3, 2, and then like 1/1000. Roll off in the 1/1000.
Okay.
Speed. So I'm going to try that.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll that off. I'm going to give a right pedal. Try to give a right pedal is kind of sooner rather than later.
Okay.
I'm going to try to relax my left cyclic so that we're not, I'm counteracting the translating tendency.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to remove that, but there's no guarantee on that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to let it settle. Try to let it settle till I'm, maybe 6 inches, then I'm going to pull.
Hayward
Okay.
Tower, Skyhawk 172 Charlie Alpha, ready for takeoff.
At your leisure.
Bravo.
Cessna 172 Charlie Alpha, Hayward Tower, make a right crossing,
All right.
1,500 feet,
Auto
3 crosses, runway 2 right, clear for takeoff.
2,
Clear for
1,
takeoff, 28 right, below 1,500 till east of 3 crosses, 2 Charlie Alpha.
Okay.
a little too fast.
A little too fast on the pull.
Cayman 588, extend downwind, traffic is departing prior to arrival with Cessna making a right turn out.
Cessna inside, descending downwind, 588.
Yeah.
1 sec here.
Hayward Tower, helicopter 90 Hotel, requesting hover practice in the grass adjacent to Spot Charlie, please.
Helicopter 90 Hotel, approves requested, just use caution, non-movement area.
Okay, using caution there, helicopter 90 Hotel.
Okay.
Where do you want to go?
So we can go over to that one if you want.
588, the Cessna's on the roll now, runway 2 right.
So basically, it's kind of nice to do these on the soft ground, because then you don't feel like you're slamming as hard.
All right.
And it'll actually increase your performance a little bit.
All right.
Yeah, just over that one.
Okay, I'm just going to adjust to the...
It's all real level right here too, so.
Being mindful of the little berm there.
Yep.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Hover auto and 2.
How much nicer that is instead of hearing the clunk.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh no, I broke the helicopter.
You're on the helicopter.
Yeah, that was a way better hover auto, by the way.
Okay.
Let's do it from a little bit higher.
All right.
That's 2 Charlie Alpha, contact Oakland Tower.
Oakland Tower, 2 Charlie Alpha.
All right. Hover auto in 3, 2.
Oakland Tower, Skyhawk baseline 14, over mid-spin at 1,200 feet.
Nice.
Inbound.
And a little bit of a hard landing.
Work with Information Hotel.
A514, this is Hayward Tower. Are you trying to call Hayward or Oakland?
So we can pull up just a little bit further on that one.
Oh, pull it more on.
Roger,
Yeah, a little bit higher.
118.3, but
I mean, your timing was good, but it's almost like you can start pulling it just a little bit slower on the way up instead of like ripping it, and then that way you can kind of control how hard you're going to touch down.
Did you say this is like 2 feet?
Yeah, it's about 2 feet.
All right. All right. Hover auto in 3, 2.
Steamer 588, runway 28 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 28 right, 588.
Okay. Not bad. A little aft on the cyclic there.
Tower in 0.
All right, we'll do one more, or 1 or 2 more, and I'll roll off on you on this one.
Okay. Oh, what did Ken do? Does he roll off? Or
I think he's going to let you roll off, if he even does one. He may not even do one.
You either remain clear, or did you want to transition
he didn't.
Oakland?
I think Brendan said that he didn't have him do a low rotor RPM, and he didn't have him, I don't remember if he did a hover auto or not. But I'll go ahead and roll off on you. Ready?
All right.
In 3, 2, 1.
Alpha man to 9287, taxi holding short, runway 28 left at Alpha 1. Ready for takeoff, left downwind.
A little hard on that landing.
Yeah. Not enough pull.
We'll do one more of those.
Last calling Hayward at Alpha 1. Say again, please.
Bonanza 9287, Quebec at Alpha 1. Ready for takeoff, left downwind departure.
Okay, ready? In 3, 2, 1. That was better. We got a little bit of a slope right here, so. Alrighty, let's go ahead and pick up. And then we'll go back to spot Charlie.
Right.
German 588, runway 28 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 28 right.
How are your slope landings?
German
I think they're okay. We can do one.
Yeah, why don't we,
Bonanza
Go look to the right.
let's go to the right, yeah. And since we have the clearance right now.
Runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Ready for takeoff, runway 28 left, staying at or below altitude.
Okay, let me pick a spot.
Yeah.
Oh. Go back a little bit this way. All right, now, are they particular on like, oh, approach the slope at a 45 and all that, or?
No, he's just gonna want to see you set down the slope. And he wants something with a decent steepness, so probably like this.
Like this, okay.
German 588, ground point 4.
Going to ground, 588, thanks.
Too fast.
Ooh, yeah.
Too fast. Maybe a little too sleep.
So remember, you want to set down and then you want to balance on that skid. And then we always want to go real nice and slow on that collective down. And you'll keep the cyclic where it's at. Once you're balanced on the skid, keep the cyclic there. Okay, now lower collective, nice and easy. There you go. There you go. So, and then now we're going to pick up slowly and Balance on the skid. Not too far over to the left. Balance. And now up. There you go. Now let's do that again. So once you're stable on the skid, try and keep it there. There you go, now just lower collective. So you don't need to push this further over.
Oh, okay.
You just want to keep it where it's at. Because basically what you're doing is you're leveling the disc.
Right.
Okay, so not too far over to the left here. There you go. And then up. Okay, good. Let's go over to the other side and let's do it on the other side. There you go. And now you're going to right skid first. Level. And lower the collective. There you go. And then same thing, nice and easy. There you go. Okay, let's do it again.
A little steeper.
Yeah.
Banana 78, come back, free change approved, safe flight.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're kind of touching down right now. It's almost like you're coming down, hitting both skids at the same time. So we want to make sure.
Steep.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we balance on that right skid. So we can pull forward just a little bit here. Or actually, we can go a little further to the left, actually, even. A little bit forward over here. There you go. That's good. Okay, so you're on that right skid, now nice and easy. There you go. Good. Try to balance on your right skid. As you pick up, try to balance on that right skid for a second. A little fast. Okay, so stop that forward movement. Okay.
Hayward Tower, 60330.
Yeah, it's still enough of a slope though.
Ready for a right crossway departure.
So remember, we always want to be careful. We don't want to rip up because in a real life scenario, we could be stuck in mud, we could be stuck in snow. Who knows, right?
1,500 until east of 3 crosses, runway 28 left at Alpha, cleared for takeoff.
Stay below 1500.
So just like any other pickup.
28 left, clear for takeoff. Below 1500, east of 3 crosses, 60330.
Now lower. There you go. That was better. So balance on that right skid when you come up. There. Now pick straight up. There you go.
Okay. More
nice.
Like that.
That was much better.
Okay. So he probably wants to see, okay, you're on the one skid. Be on the one skid for a little bit.
Well, it's just...
just so you're... I mean, he doesn't want to pull up really fast.
You never want to pull. When you're doing off airports, you never want to rip off the ground because you don't know necessarily what you're on, right?
Oh, it's more of a, oh, well, what if I'm stuck? I'm going to do a dynamic rollover.
Exactly.
Like, we don't want a dynamic rollover.
Right.
Too bad.
There. That was a little fast there. The other thing too, when you're off airport in real life, like anytime you and I go out, what we're going to do is we're actually going to, after you touch down,
check it.
We're going to check.
Yeah. Number of golf, Hayward Tower, full store, runway 28 right for the structure on the upwind, it's on the right cross.
Okay, let's go ahead and pick up and we'll go back to spot Charlie and then we'll do another pattern and remember that you always want to get light on your skids and level first and then pull up.
Oh, okay.
Because your automatic thing is that you should actually, let's go ahead back to spot Charlie.
Clear right for left.
Yep, clear left. Your automatic reaction, if you feel yourself tipping, should actually be to lower the collective.
Oh, okay, not cyclic.
Well, you can try to fix the cyclic, but you know, because that's, right now, the cyclic is what's causing you to roll, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's like a dynamic rollover fix.
Right.
The collective down.
Collective down. Okay.
All right, lights on top of the green, 3 in the green, more than an hour of fuel. Car impede.
Hayward Tower, helicopter 479er, Sierra Hotel, requesting left traffic to spot Charlie.
Helicopter 9 Sierra Hotel, spot Charlie, clear for takeoff, clear land.
Clear takeoff, clear land, left traffic, spot Charlie, 479er, Sierra Hotel.
Flight 75 number of golf, make a right crossing departure below 1,005 until east of 3 crosses. Cessna on the right crossing is about a mile and a half north of the field at 1,100 when able to report that traffic in sight. Runway 28 right, clear for takeoff.
We have that traffic in sight, 28 right.
Oh, that was a close one on that bird.
East of 3 crosses below 1,500. Pull out of 75.
At least that was a little bird.
We don't want to hit any bird.
We don't want to hit any birds, but that one was kind of close. All of a sudden he came out of the grass and flew straight at us, and it was like, oh.
What are you supposed to do?
At that point in time, we were kind of in a position where that would have been a strike if he wouldn't have turned.
Looking for traffic 30 here.
We're kind of too close to the ground, and it was at the moment where he came out and made the turn up toward us. If he wouldn't have made his quick turn.
Cessna 64087 Hayward Tower, in right base for runway 28 right, Port Cal State. Traffic heading to your right, 3 miles northeast mountains. Cessna climbing at 1,400.
Looking for that traffic, report Cal State, and we'll enter base runway.
Those little birds tend to be pretty smart, though.
And they can maneuver pretty fast. So.
Yeah. They're like little fighter jets.
All right, lights on top of the green, 3 in the green, more than an hour of fuel.
Delta 330 traffic between your 12 and 1 o'clock, 2.5 miles, Cessna 2,400.
Looking for traffic, 30 Sierra. Hi Tower, I do have traffic, play 30 Sierra. Just coming out, 64087.
What do you want to do, another steep?
Yeah, let's do another steep.
All right.
Moscow Tower, say again.
I was just letting you know I have visual on that traffic coming in my direction, 64087. Should be no factor.
And again, try to go more by feel as opposed to more like, you know, just a quick reference to these. Make sure, you know, when you feel the aircraft start to shake that you're getting out of VTL, make sure you're not below your 300 feet per minute kind of thing, you know. But other than that, just go by feel. And I've got an eye on your gauges, obviously, to make sure that you're not doing anything crazy.
Flight number golf, previously called traffic, will be no factor. Previously changed to the state flight.
Flight number golf, good day.
Let's stay over the taxiway.
Tower, Galaxy 4087, reporting Cal State.
Cessna 087, number 1, runway 28 right, clear for the option, make right, close traffic.
And remember, we're still 250 feet in the air.
Number 1, runway 28 right, clear for the option, make for right, close traffic, 64087.
Now we're at 100 feet. And we feel the helicopter vibrating, right? So probably slow it down a bit. And then make sure you're not descending too quickly. So we're going to use that reference. There you go, and start pulling some power all the way to the ground. Okay, good. Alrighty, so that was better. I think it's, yeah, you know, I was able to bring it to your attention how high we were and how slow we were going, right? So, and then when I mentioned that to you, you did bring some speed back, so that was good.
Okay, so it's still slowing down a little bit too much, too high.
Yeah, too high.
Right.
So, you know, it's a work in progress. It's cleaning up, but it's funny because as soon as you stop focusing on this stuff so much, like things start to clean up. You're hitting your spot pretty well. Your angle going down stays more consistent when you kind of just focus and you know, use your eyes and feeling.
Yeah, because I'm usually just looking at the gauges.
Right. And so it's kind of one of those things of that as a VFR pilot, it's like these are all just reference. Right, so everything should be by feel. You know, use your peripheral vision, use what you're seeing in front of you and whatnot. So, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and why don't we take it back?
All right.
Let's do a pattern to Meridian and just do. I want you to do a steep approach. If there's no traffic at the ramp, then let's do a steep approach straight into our spot where we're gonna park the helicopter.
All right.
As long as it's safe to do so.
All right, lights out top of the green, 3 in the green, more now of fuel. RP's pushed.
Hayward Tower, Chopper 2, 7 miles to the south, 1,300, inbound for taxiway Alpha, information X-ray.
Chopper 2, Hayward Tower, enter on left base for taxiway Alpha. Report toll plaza.
Left base for Alpha and report toll plaza, Chopper 2.
Hayward Tower, helicopter 4790 Sierra Hotel requesting left traffic to taxiway Zulu B Meridian.
Helicopter 9 Sierra Hotel, make left close traffic, spot Charlie, clear for takeoff, taxiway Zulu B Meridian, clear to land.
Clear takeoff, spot Charlie, left traffic, clear land, taxiway Zulu B Meridian. 4790 Sierra Hotel, thank you.
Left, center, right.
Hayward Tower, good afternoon, Skyline 722 Delta Mike. Request transition.
I think one day it would be cool also for you and me maybe to go over to Palo Alto. Have you landed over there before?
No.
Yeah, maybe we'll go over to Palo Alto and ask to land in the spot. And
That's steep.
What's that?
That's a steep approach.
That's a steep approach. And so it's one that you have to do a steep approach into. So maybe that'll help you to get in there. Because you have you landed that spot before? You know the spot I'm talking about?
Well, yeah. Well, okay. So I did my first like intro flight at Advantage over there, or serious flying in R44. And yeah, we took off from there, and I said, oh, I just want to hover. And he says, oh, we can't really hover around here, so we'll go to Hayward. So we flew over here, and then I said, well.
Looking for the landing helicopter. Chopper 2 is cleared to land taxiway Alpha.
Anyway, so I didn't want to keep flying over here just to like hover, so then I
go and start descending.
And I decided, okay, I'm just gonna lights on top of the green.
Yeah, it might be a good experience. That way we can get an angle better. All right, so put us right next to 0 Sierra Hotel in our parking spot.
2 Delta Mike, traffic between your 9 and 10 o'clock, 2.5 miles.
Good.
Southeastbound.
Straight into our spot.
At 1,000 Cessna.
2 Delta Mike, we're looking for traffic.
Cessna 087, extend downwind on Carter base for helicopter land on taxiway Alpha, entering left base.
Extended downwind, wait for call for the base, 64087.
Skyline 2 Delta Mike, previous call traffic, no factor.
2 Delta Mike, thanks, sir.
Probably backs up just a touch here.
All right.
job, though.
Didn't want to hit the jet.
Well, that's the kind of the real life scenario of it, right? Is that you kind of need to adjust as you go based on what you're doing.
7087, base turn improve, runway 28 right, clear for the option.
Because for the most part, like when we're off airport, you're essentially just doing a normal approach as far as you can, and then you're changing to steep when you have to. That makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah, normal whenever you can, obviously. Turn the governor off when you're,
it's, you know, I was trained to turn the governor off.
you
Shut down. I don't care if you do.
Right.
It's safer to have it off. And especially with this one, it's been kind of doing its own thing. So you want on ET.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So basically, it's you hit it again, it'll stop the timer. You hit it again, it'll clear the timer.
Oh, okay. You don't need to.
Yeah, it's all gonna be.
It's
gonna be the right button. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, good job. I definitely saw progress in there. So I like
traffic, mile and a half east of Cal State, inbound to Oakland.
giving you kind of the real life, actual obstacles to clear.
2 Delta Mike, we're looking for this.
It worked out. We did go a touch long, but. Okay. And then the auto rotations, we corrected that catching that charge. I call it catching the charge because you're gonna charge the rotor as soon as you enter there. You're gonna get a charge of energy in the rotor.
Okay.
And so when we bump it, yeah, I call that catching the charge.
2 miles. 2,800 citation.
All right, 2 Delta Mike, we'll stay below 1,500, looking for traffic.
And then it's just, you know, your glide was very smooth on that last one that we did. So everything looked really good, and then yeah, just the you let the engine roll on very early on before you start to flare. So you just want to keep that throttle closed until you flare, and then at the apex of your flare, go ahead and bump up the collective, and it'll actually raise it at the end. It'll pull the RPMs for you when you raise the collective.
Okay, so just let the correlator kind of do it.
Yeah, basically, because again, you're getting a big charge there too, and then just make sure you push forward. That's the biggest one, is make sure you push forward.
Probably 2 after we were fiddling with everything.
And the max performance, just something we all got to get used to.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean, I'll learn how to do that. I mean, it's like, I see his point. He kind of wants to stay out of the high velocity curve as much as possible.
Right.
Zero 87, runway 28 right, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, runway 28 right. Take over 087. Hayward Tower, Cirrus 246 Tango
Juliet,